Hello and a very warm welcome to Frugalful. My name's Lara. This is a frugal living and budgeting channel, and today's video is about a really excellent topic right now, one that's fast approaching and I'm looking forward to it a lot. It's low spend or no spend January. Please let us know in the comments, are you planning to do a no spend or a low spend January? It would be great to hear your plans, what your approach is going to be, etc. First of all, what is a no or a low spend January? Well, it's a way after festivities of paring back spending to the essentials. So for example, bills, for example, food we've got to eat, essential travel, and minimizing or cutting out unnecessary extra spending on wants, not needs. But the great thing about January and doing this sort of budgeting challenge is that you can just personalize it however you like. You don't need to necessarily do a total no spend. I'm going to do a low spend because I'm coming off a no low spend year, and frugal fatigue has been setting in for a while. But I do want to keep the momentum a wee bit longer, just so I can see if I want to try and do a double year no low spend. I think that might be a bit much. I'm thinking for 2025 I might do alternate months, like a low spend, normal spend, low spend. I'm not quite sure. We will see. Watch this space. But it's great because you could set yourself a particular kind of low spend or no spend challenge. Like, for example, I was going to do it for frugal Gladvent, but I've been too busy and I've been focusing on too many other things going on. So January is going to be the month for using up what's in the freezer, getting the freezer ready to actually have more things that I'm actually going to use properly, rather than frozen fruit that sits there for smoothies I never make. So January is going to be my month for trying to use up as much food as possible and decluttering the freezer, and also cutting back on unnecessary extra treats as much as possible. I'm still going to allow myself my sinking funds, and that's going to include a social sinking fund. The treats fund, like I've mentioned in past videos, I'm probably going to try and see if I can do a substitute treat. Still swithering on all of that, but in the new year, when I do a wee video about budgeting strategies for the year, then I can update you. Still pondering over that one at the moment. But I do really love the fact that if you felt that it was too much to do a complete no spend or a complete low spend, you could just see if you could test yourself to just kind of try and push a wee bit to see, like, say for example, you go out to eat 3 times a week and you try and trim it back to once. That's the thing, there's no kind of hard and fast rules about this. It's what feels right for you. So it's very flexible. It is good to try and like have a wee bit of a, like, push yourselves a wee bit, but you know your life, you know what you feel could work for you. And if we set ourselves unrealistic goals and then it's difficult to stick to them, it's going to be hard to maintain motivation. You may have 1 or 2 days in a month that it just feels like you've got other things scheduled and it's just not feasible to do no low spend, otherwise you'd miss out on something you'd planned months ago. Fair enough. Just make it what feels right for you. It's all good learning experience, and it's just, speaking of that, it's awesome learning from other channels, being inspired and motivated by other channels. I could list loads of channels that motivate me that are frugal budgeting channels. Instead, I'm going to direct you over here to a video I did in May, and it was about some awesome budgeting channels that I've come across. Since then, I've come across others, including someone called Vicky Smith, who I think is really good. And sorry, but none of the others are popping into my head right now. But there is just so many awesome budgeting channels out there. Quite a few who talk about low spend or no spend January. So highly recommend them all. And also highly recommend just dip your toe in the water, see what it's like. It could be a really kind of motivating, encouraging way to kickstart your year and kind of have a fresh frugal slate and see how it goes. If it's not for you, then you know you've given it a shot, and we can all learn from and help each other. So let's do this. And if you have any particular point of focus, if you're going to do it, or a particular area you're going to cut back on, a particular area you're going to still allow yourself to spend, and also what are your goals? Because having a why is a big thing. Having a why is a very big thing. So my why is to kind of help me course correct and balance back out my budget for the year so that I can start off strong and I can be intentional as I'm setting my intentions for the coming year, how I'd like my budget to look. And when I've tweaked and adapted my budget categories, my sinking fund categories, and so maybe save more in certain ones, then I can up that amount comfortably as I'm working out how I'm going to sort of juggle things about, if that makes sense. So yeah, let us know what your thoughts are and plans, and it'll be very interesting to have a chat below about that. So thank you very, very much for watching, and at the end of the month, beginning of next month, as we start, my goodness, 2025, I'm going to do another video at least about this upcoming month of no spend or low spend January, and also one about how the no and low spend year has gone this year, because I've been on a no and low spend year throughout 2024. Learned a lot from that journey and looking forward so much to having a chat about how it went. Still a wee bit of it left to go, nearly there, and that's going to be awesome. So watch this space at the end of the month and I'll bring that wee video out. Best wishes to you, and see you again soon on Frugalful. Take care. Bye for now. Bye.